from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Boilermakers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Play fake. Carr fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Throwing, Carr. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's caught. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Boilermakers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now there's Jarrett Gibson, the former Texas Longhorn. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Kinsey. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Boilermakers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that you thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. To have that speed element, and a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense, and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Here's the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback may change this route. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Purdue!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another further to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense, and then
got a little grass. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's a give to Gibson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Kinsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it, caught the defense off guard.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Kinsey. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fires quickly. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Carr to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, Carr. He's got him. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing.
He's loose on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Got a man. It's Kinsey. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal.
Number 42, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 17 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Texas A&M keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Purdue head coach at the half. He wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them, we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes the catch. It's Kinsey. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
maybe a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Back to throw, it's Carr. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. C.J. Carr firing again. Williams got it. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Williams. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down, it's second and 9. Here's Carr to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Irish. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Jarrett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was sick.
Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And his throw is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Throwing, Carr. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Carr on play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Townsend. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could.
Maybe got some room headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score. Absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Number 42, set to kick this one off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On the run, fires downfield. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. The Irish punch back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, turning it on. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Purdue! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The sure hands. It's Gilbert. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got his man downfield. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Rolls his way ahead. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Carr. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Irish punch back.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. droppings and honkings all over the field. We are here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Caught up with Purdue's head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Owens. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Kinsey. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
Can't get him to the ground. Might have a chance. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see. So first down here as they go back to work. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what great discipline.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but led him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the... One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Finding open areas. Powers and another broken tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 20 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Champaign. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the tight end. Just does not like to be tackled. Discarding guys and getting to the 21. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Hey, guys.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Hits him with a stiff arm. Hard-hitting tackle.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.